Welcome.
Welcome, welcome. Be back.
And it's time now to get going with Game 2 of this play-in tournament here on. And if you claim to be a basketball purist, and Greg, I know you do, one thing you gotta love watching is great ball movement.
Which is something both of these teams take pride in. It's always fun to watch guys be unselfish with the ball and look to make each other better.
Well, how about that floor awareness by Spencer Dinwiddie, getting his guys the basketball in great spots.
And the shot goes in.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Memphis with the ball. Great D that time from Davis. And it's Dinwiddie with the ball. Bringing it up now for Dallas. Fires for three. Sinks the three-pointer.
Well, he has proven that. Nice.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, Kevin. I was able to talk with the head coach of the Grizzlies for just a minute. He told me, now that team goes as Anthony Davis goes. When AD is feeling good and he's in rhythm, everything clicks. Coach said we'll need a team effort at both ends. Our communication has to be excellent, and even then, we're not going to completely stop him. Guys?
Thanks so much, David.
Well, this is a point guard who can flat get off the floor. Dinwiddie using his vertical to his advantage.
Greg, as you were saying, beyond the blocks, what makes Anthony Davis special on defense is the way he navigates the floor.
Kevin, most bigs can get picked on in pick-and-roll action. Davis, though, too quick and smart to take advantage of. He can slip screens, hedge, switch, and recover like he's a 3-and-D wing.
And the rejection by Gafford. Dinwiddie drives in. Up and in for the basket, number 4. That makes him 4 for 5 now.
Well, just incredible ability on the drive. This guy, Spencer Dinwiddie, so difficult to contain.
And Morant gets it to go.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
A shot by Washington, and he's wide open. A three-pointer off the mark. The Grizzlies have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Here's Jackson with the 3. Drains the three-pointer.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Pass to Washington. Back to Dinwiddie. Morant with the steal. Wells dishes to Morant. Here he goes. And he hits it to tie the game up. Morant's got 8.
And no problem for Morant that close to the hoop. Once he gets inside, he makes it look easy.
And timeout called by Jason Kidd. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. Santi Aldama's checked in for the Grizzlies. And Dallas with a change here, too. Exum, he's checked in for P.J. Washington. Pass to Gafford. Morant against Dinwiddie. Fires the 3. It's rebounded by Memphis. Here's Morant. And finished off by Morant.
Watching Morant drive is like watching lightning move across the sky. If you blink, you might miss it.
It's an odd stat, but what I'm going to throw out there anyway, the Memphis Grizzlies set an NBA record last season for players used in a season.
Kevin, this isn't football, right? They had 33 different guys suited up last season. That tells you how difficult it was. Constant change, hard to build chemistry, and let's face it, hard to win games. And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, I mean, he gets up. Mavericks trail by 4. Pass to Davis. 1:51 left to play in the first quarter.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
Right, he stays connected, and great timing on the contest.
Greg, with how explosive Ja Morant is, he has certainly taken his fair share of awkward falls.
And that's what worries you with guys like that. He's already had a number of injuries in his young career, but we all just want to see him at full health.
And the Mavericks with some changes. Derek Lively, he's checked in for Daniel Gafford. Marshall comes in for Davis, and it's Williams in for Dinwiddie. If the anticipation was high, Greg, for the first round of playing games, it is astronomical tonight. One of these teams will advance to the playoffs. The other will go home. They worked so hard to get here, and we know each team is very resilient.
Amazing. Their long seasons will come down to this one game. The league was hoping to create some drama and excitement when they introduced the play-in tournament, and it has been accomplished, and then some.
Of course, Greg, the winner of this game will be rewarded with an immediate turnaround. They'll have to play a well-rested 1 seed, but that's better than the alternative. At least they have hope. Here's Edey. Hasn't made one yet. They get it back. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
And it's Williams with the ball for Dallas. Trailing by 4. Now in the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
2 points. That one goes. Morant's got 14 points for the game.
Yeah, I'm amazed at Morant's ability to take contact and still stay in full control.
On the wing, Thompson. Good on the triple.
And offensively right now, each team getting what it wants.
Yeah, this is already a high-scoring game, but we knew that was a possibility coming into this one.
It's good.
And what a show Morant is putting on. Every time he touches the ball, you feel like he's going to score.
Williams looking over the floor. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. Ja Morant has been... What an amazing quarter. There was absolutely no stopping him. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And welcome for the second quarter of this critical play-in game. All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies.
Right away, they showed us they weren't going to shy away from the mid-range game, and it's proven to be an effective tool for them.
Yeah, and in addition, their ball movement has really unleashed their offense. Boy, they've been fun to watch.
Now Williams following Jaren Jackson's three-point attempt. Here's Kennard. Here's Jackson, and Jackson throws it down hard.
And the flush from Jackson Jr. Great wingspan, and at 6'11", he's got a little nasty in him.
Tipped away, and that's out of bounds. Dallas will retain possession. Wells is checked in for Santi Aldama. Marshall passes to Williams. Marshall sets a screen for Exum. From 11 feet away, Kennard with the rebound. And the Grizzlies leading by 5. Down low, knocks it loose. And it goes out of bounds. That went off Washington. Second quarter of basketball, about 1 minute played so far. There's Jackson with the 3. Score the basket is third after 5 shots.
Well, there's an unpredictability to his offensive game. He is always keeping the defense off balance.
Well, we know, GA, the Mavs are so adept at hunting the matchups they want. They're patient and methodical.
Yeah, they never look like they're in a rush, right? Even when you send a double or trap the ball, the Mavs stay calm and know where to go. It's what makes slowing down their pick and roll so difficult.
Now here's Jackson. They lead by 8. That's the biggest of the game. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. We're closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second quarter. Pass to Lively. To the paint. Shot clock at 6. Here's Williams. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Out of bounds, Dallas will take possession. And we've got a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. And the Grizzlies making a change here. Baines checked in. Then for the Mavericks, Caleb Martin's checked in for P.J. Washington. Christie subbed in for Williams. Second quarter play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Pass to Marshall. And there's the drive. And that comes off the assist by Exum.
Well, how about the outstanding vision from the crafty point guard, Dante Exum, seeing the floor beautifully.
Pippen kicks to Jackson. From the arc. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Jackson's got the lead up to 9 now for Memphis.
Well, for a big man, his stroke is just beautiful. And because of the height, it's so hard to challenge.
And some changes here for the Mavericks. Daniel Gafford's checked in for Jarek Lively. Anthony Davis comes in for Caleb Martin. And it's Hardy in for Marshall. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Here's Hardy. Got that bucket. Hardy's got his first 2 points.
And not sure what you can do with a guy like that. With his handles, he can just take defenders to school.
Jackson from long range. Rebounded by Hardy. Last game for the Mavericks, they picked up the W against the Kings. Poke loose. Pippen outside. Inside. Here's Huff. Lays it up and banks it in. And the Grizzlies lead by 9.
Well, there's an aggressive mentality in play. Work in close, find a way to score.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, Kevin. The game is certainly going international. Commissioner Adam Silver says, with basketball's exponential growth, it's now truly a global game. We're fortunate that the very best in the world want to play in a single league. And Kevin, the NBA continues to draw talent from all corners of the globe.
And David, you've been all over the globe, and the talent level undeniable.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
And just a good job of getting a high percentage look. Davis knows how to put himself in position to attack.
And some changes here for the Grizzlies. Santi Aldama comes in for Jackson. And John Morant in for Pippen. Dallas also making some changes. P.J. Washington, he's checked in for Christie. Thompson comes in for Exum. And Spencer Dinwiddie subbed in for Hardy. He's 0 of 2 at the line in this one.
And take a look at what he's been able to do at the free throw line. 82% more than acceptable.
Both free throws good from Morant. You know, a trend that's been unmistakable, Greg, over the last few decades has been the number of positionless players.
Yeah, and I think that's a great thing, right? So many players now with diversity in their skill set. And there's no need to commit a player to a certain role just based on their size.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
And he just powered that one down.
One of the game's top dunkers. against Dinwiddie. That one finds the mark. It's the 10th time he's done that tonight on 14 shots.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
Now here is Davis. He had 27 points last game. That's tipped, and they get it back. Shot clock at 3. On its way from Dinwiddie for 2. Offline from the top of the key. Here's Morant, and he lays it straight in. Morant's got 8 points in the quarter.
Well, he's been shooting it so well because he's been so active, moving and working to get high percentage shots.
Dinwiddie outside. And finished off by Davis.
And he'll get ahead of steam when there's that much of a lane. You can't get in AD's way.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. It's good. Morant's got the lead up to 13 now for Memphis.
Of the two offenses here tonight, you can tell theirs is just a bit more in sync.
And I think because of that, they've gotten the better looks to start this basketball game.
It's out of bounds. The Mavericks able to retain possession here. We've got 13 seconds left in the second quarter. Here's Dinwiddie. Pass to Davis. And the rejection by Jackson. Thompson for the triple. Drops in the tray. Thompson's got his second basket of the night. And so we wrap up the first half. It's the Grizzlies up 10. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
Thanks for joining us for postseason basketball. Clearly, guys, the second half going to be a tough task for the Dallas Mavericks.
Where's the intensity at the defensive end? They need to get a hand up and contest more shots.
Coach needs to encourage them to be better moving forward, just like I do with you guys.
I'd better put my feet up. It's getting deep in here. Looking at this series for the Memphis Grizzlies. They've got a good chance of landing that 8th seed position and avoiding seeing their season come to an end.
Those high stakes should keep them from sweating. There's nothing more dangerous than a team with their season on the line.
Yeah, momentum can shift. Anything could happen. They gotta finish strong.
That'll do it for our show tonight. Thanks for joining us for more hoops action.
Hi, everyone. Glad to have you back for third quarter action of the play-in game. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close. And part of that has to do with his mindset. He has been looking to push the action at every opportunity, and he has been in attack mode all night. You know, they barely needed other contributions. This lead has been built through his offense.
Dinwiddie dishes to Davis. And finished off by Davis.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. Here's Morant. Makes it off the glass. Morant's got 30 points.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible, and boy, that's a terrific start right there.
Dinwiddie with the bucket.
Well, Spencer Dinwiddie can make an impact in the painted area. He's got size at the position.
And Morant throws it down.
And there is no better way to add to the lead.
Isn't that true, GA, especially when the slam is coming from the point guard?
That's got to be a little bit deflating to the defense, guys. Getting kicked when you're down. My goodness.
And here are the Mavericks now, following the score by Memphis to the right side. Gafford misses. And the Grizzlies leading by 12. Morant passes to Bane. Fires from deep. Drills the three-pointer. Bane's got his first 3 points of the game.
It's like reading a picture book for Morant. He makes it look insanely easy.
And every
timeout.
we agree, Bane seems to get better and better as a playmaker.
Doesn't overdo anything with his passing. Looks more and more comfortable creating off the driving kick. He's become a large part of this offensive engine.
On defense, the Grizzlies. Davis finds Washington. Morant against Dinwiddie. Wells with the steal. To the inside. Memphis moving it around. The three from Morant. And again, it's Memphis with the three.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
And at this point, it is their game to lose. They've done such a good job building the lead.
And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up.
One thing you have to love about Spencer Dinwiddie is his confidence. Here's a guy who knows he belongs, and he's proving it with his play night after night.
And both free throws good for Dinwiddie. And Morant's got the ball here for the Grizzlies. Shoots over Dinwiddie. And it's Morant missing.
Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
Thompson for the triple. They get the rebound. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Boy, his hard work on the offensive glass, earning an additional opportunity.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. And that one misses. Well, Daniel Gafford has carved out, Doris, a role in this league with his hustle, his intensity, and his rim protection.
All of those things you just mentioned, Kevin, are skills. He plays hard on both ends. Gafford can defend the paint. He's going to crash the glass. He's going to run the floor. Listen, figure out how you can fit and do your job.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, improving dialogue between players and officials is a priority. Commissioner Silver says, now with high-fidelity audio, we're all able to hear a lot of what's being said. Now we have to take into account the high-stress environment. But there has to be a two-way sense of respect. I feel it's an area where we can make progress. Kevin?
You know, the commissioner's always looking ahead and looking at every area, which is great for the game. Santi Aldama's checked in for Memphis. Then for the Mavericks, Najee Marshall comes in for Anthony Davis. And it's Dante Exum in for Dinwiddie. 5 to shoot. Here's Exum. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
Well, it's hard to question the size Dante Exum brings to the point guard position. He's unique in the game.
And Morant throws it down.
Some power coming from the PG.
That's right, GA. Seeing more and more of that these days. Backcourt guys who can elevate.
We know versatility is huge in this game. Just a tremendous job finishing that play. Wow.
Here's Gafford. The Grizzlies making the shot. Pass to Marshall. Unloads from 13. And it's Dallas with another.
Listen, you give a good shooter that kind of look, and it's going to go in.
Here's Morant. And he drives in. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Morant's got 15 points in just the second half. And Jason Kidd is called timeout. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust. On the Mavericks with some changes. Derek Lively comes in for Daniel Gafford. And it's Williams in for P.J. Washington. We've got 1:48 left in the third quarter. Lively with it. Taking a look at the scoring numbers. Right now he averages about 9 points a game. Pass to Marshall. 4 on the clock. The 15-footer. Edey with the rebound. Edey's got his 5th rebound in this one.
This is how athletic Morant is, a point guard who possesses incredible athleticism.
Mavericks trail by 18. Now Williams. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game.
Well, just tremendous composure on the interior. Read the defense, take advantage of the situation, and deliver.
Here's Morant. The Mavericks pull it in. Williams with the ball. He's picked up by Morant. Exum kicks to Williams. 43 seconds left to play in the third. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
And you can see what he wanted to do there, but that was a tough giveaway.
And I think the intention doesn't always equal the result. Wrong play, wrong time.
Catching up on the changes for Memphis. Buffs jacked in, and it's Luke Kennard in for Bane. The Mavericks also with a sub. Christie's checked in for Klay Thompson. Now Lively, following the miss by Jaren Jackson from deep. Misses from close range.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
Now, here's Exum. 5 points in the game, and that one is good. Exum's got 4 points in the quarter.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Jackson from long range. And so it's Memphis with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. And their ability to get points in the paint has made all the difference in this one. And don't go away. We'll be right back. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
And we're back a lot on the line for this playing game with 1 quarter left to go. Outside Williams. Lively a screen on Pippen. Here's Williams. Wells grabs the miss. And the Grizzlies leading by 14. He lobs it up. Pippen finds Obama. And it's denied. Now here's Williams. He's guarded closely. And finished off by Lively.
Great chemistry between two teammates. Love the passing.
Pippen down low. He's against Williams. Here's Aldama. That 3 off the mark. And so it's Williams who brings it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Pulls up from the corner. And Desmond Bane pulls it down. Memphis has gone 6 of 11 when they've taken the 3-point shot tonight. Very respectable. Rebound by Marshall. Mavericks trail by 12. Here's Exum. The second effort. And it's Lively laying it in.
And the D getting outworked there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
You have got to put a body on somebody. We talk about it ad nauseum, but you've got to be disciplined with the box outs.
Edwards, he's checked in for Dallas. And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, D.A.
Hi, guys. Well, during the break, I was able to catch what the Grizzlies coach was talking about with his team. He told his players, I love the energy right now. You look like you're having fun out there. Keep playing for each other because our chemistry looks great right now. Back to you guys.
Okay, David, much appreciated. Now, Exum. After the miss, 3 from Desmond Bane. 3 on the clock. A nice shot by Exum. Exum's got it back down to single digits for Dallas.
Well, use the pick and going right to the cup. I love the aggressiveness.
Pippen with it. Now defended by Exum. Here's Huff. The shot's good on the assist by Pippen. And the Grizzlies lead by 11.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly
in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
Wants to get it to Lively and does.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Here's Wells. Off target with his 3. Mavericks trail by 9. Exum passes to Edwards. Knocks down the 3 ball. Edwards got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
And they have gotten themselves back into this game just in the nick of time. If that one had come any later, it would have been Katie bar the door.
They're showing so much passion and determination here at the end. They're close to the lead, but still have plenty of work left to do.
And Jason Kidd is called timeout. He knows every possession is critical now. And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. Here's Davis. No good on that one. Some solid defense there from Jackson. Morant with it. Picked up by Davis. And Morant gets it to go. Morant's got 45 points.
And that was all Morant. Aware of the defense, figuring out how to get to his spot.
Dinwiddie for 3. It's rebounded by Memphis. Edey's got his 6th rebound on the night. And that one's good, Morant. And now it's a 12-point Grizzly lead.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Well, when it's closing time, he's trying to lock the door. He's been going all night.
Memphis has gotten a positive outcome on 7 of their 14 3-pointers in this game. Not bad at all. And again.
My goodness. 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show. Mavericks trail by 15. Thompson outside. Dinwiddie sets the screen for Thompson. Can they get it? Thompson with the 3.
Klay Thompson is not about to let a 3 go unanswered. Big-time shot.
Morant drives in and finished up by Morant.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Boy, it's incredible how much explosive scoring ability can come from the lead guard position. That is a big-time play.
And it's slammed in by Davis.
Unselfishness can be infectious. Terrific teamwork.
Here's Morant. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Morant's got 11 here in this quarter alone.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Well, what great game planning, what great execution. It doesn't get much better than this.
No question as to which team gave. Yeah, I think that one closes the door on any comeback hopes. Impressive performance.
To me, they just looked a step quicker out there. They certainly looked to want it more than their opponent.
Here's Washington. Thompson right side. 51 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Gafford finds Dinwiddie. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
A classic basketball right there. Dinwiddie gets his man committed by the up fake and then draws the whistle. Nicely done.
The first free throw is good, so Memphis ends up going with the new group. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Derek Lively, he's checked in for Daniel Gafford. Edwards comes in for Davis. Christie's checked in for P.J. Washington. And it's Exum in for Klay Thompson. Here's Pippen. Here's Huff. He's good with the little jumper in close. And the Grizzlies lead by 16.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
Well, for all intents and purposes, this game is over. Just a matter of time here.
Now Pippen. After Spencer Dinwiddie missing on that last three-pointer. Bounce pass Pippen. Here's Huff. It's a big high bounce and goes in. 9 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And what a huge win. A little uneven after they dropped their first play-in game, but ultimately they were able to punch their ticket to the playoffs.
And they might be disappointed being the 8th seed instead of the 7th, but right now they should be relieved that their season is still alive.
All right, that'll be all from us tonight. This play-in game, just a taste of what's to come in the upcoming postseason. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, and the rest of our terrific crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And now, our player of the game, Ja Morant.
Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, comment, share. Peace.
Thanks for watching. Like, thumbs up, comment, subscribe and share. Victory hand.